Good afternoon, everyone. Anthony Wall Street Trader, 3:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. December 23rd, 2021. Not financial advice, educational. Click to subscribe, share the video. Wall Street updates are on the Twitter link. Let's go into Fetch.AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, here we go. 58 cents. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We definitely have a nice, over the last few days, a nice looking either pennant and or flag. Okay, let's identify what I'm talking about here. This is the pole of a flag. If you have a flag at home or a pennant, you'll know what I'm talking about. This big, long yellow line that's going up is the pole. Now, here is what is called possibly a upward ascending triangle. And I'm going to draw it as nicely as I can make it here. It's a little hard doing this real time with you guys on. So this is what we call an upward ascending triangle. Now it has a pole behind it. Between here and here is roughly the amount that we could go up once we break through this flag, which means up here. So our starting point is 59 cents. Now let's add to it based on what we know about these flag patterns. Okay, so this is the length of the pole. It goes from 43 cents all the way up to 59 cents. So you take 59 minus 43 and you have 16. Sorry, it took me a little bit there, and I'm a math major, go figure. All right, so you got 16 cents. So if you take half of that, it's around 8 cents. So you would add the 8 cents on top of the 59, and that's how far up we should go in the near term, in the short term. So 59 plus 8 is 67. That's right. Sorry, I didn't have much coffee today. So 67, you add on to, so pretty much we could expect this thing to at least hit this 67 mark over the near term. And that's what my estimate is, very short term. Now, it is very short term. There is risk with everything. These don't always work out the way that they are planned. However, we've only got a couple of touch points on this hypotenuse of the triangle here, so we'll have to see how it plays out. But ideally, if it does, it would coincide with this upper area of resistance. So right now, that is our current resistance because we currently have support at 58 and we have resistance up here at 67. So we'll see how this plays out. But what I'm looking for and calling for over the next 2 to 3 days is a spike up to 67. Now, let's just add an arrow here just so we can see where I think it will go. Okay, now there we go. And we're going to keep this on for the next one. Now, let's go over to Fetch Bitcoin. Let's go into that right now. Fetch Bitcoin, similar type of thing. We do have an upward resistance way over here, so it's up at 1507. We also have what's also looking like a flaggish like pattern here. This is more of a pennant than it is a flag because of the way it doesn't have a straight horizontal. So this also should go from 10,081 to 1217. It's about 20% move from here. So this one could go up 20%, which would put it over this line here at 1227 handily, but maybe not past this area here of 1300 and change. So we'll have to watch this too. But these are two very bullish patterns. And again, I like patterns better than trend lines. When I say the word trend lines, I'm talking support lines, resistance lines, channels, and most importantly, Fibonacci's. They all don't really give you the greatness of what a pattern can tell you. Now, this could be wrong. Like I said, patterns don't always work out the way you want them to. But in this case, given that I have a nice flag pattern here, I have a nice pennant formation here, these both look very, very bullish to me. So it would not surprise me to see this thing, wake up one morning and see this thing at 66 cents from where it's at right now. Now, that's a pretty big percentage move. It's still over 10%. The average stock market return over the last 20 years is 10%. So keep that in mind. If you get that in 3 days and you annualize 10% every 3 days, man, you'd be on an island in the Caribbean sipping your pina coladas with in the back of your mansion and hanging out by the pool. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We do have an area of support around 1100, resistance at 1226. Bitcoin looking to be a blowout here, possibly on a real reversal. I'd like to see it go even higher to make it significant enough that it's meaningful for people to pause and look. Right now, we're up to almost 51,000. We were at that, almost on our way to 52. Pulling back a little bit here, but not too much. Still kind of keeping its head above this broadening, descending wedge, which is very, very bullish. And by the way, this all incidentally happened as soon as the equity markets closed. It was a half a day here in the States. And what I could tell you is there is no stock market tomorrow. No stock market open on Saturday or Sunday either. So people got to play in the market, and this is the only game in town. Otherwise you got to hop in the car and go to AC 3 hours away if you're in New York to play the casinos, which I don't really like. Prefer this. This is the better game. Anyway, it's kind of where we're at right now. Over the broadening wedge, which is a great sign. Again, we have to stay over for more than a day to make it real, but we'll see what happens here. But hopefully it's not just a wick out and a wick back. In the meantime, Bitcoin dominance, really kind of boring. Nothing to talk about on this video. I don't want to waste everyone's time. I know everyone's getting ready for Christmas Eve and whatever other holiday you guys are celebrating. But we will catch up, either if not tomorrow, a couple of days after, or I will tweet out. But anyway, happy holidays, everyone. Take it easy.